Do you remember those Toonami bumpers? They went a little something like this.
A boy has a right to dream. There are endless possibilities stretched out before him. What awaits him down the path, he will then have to choose. As they search, they are always asking questions. What's out there? What's waiting for me? Believe in yourself. Create your own destiny. Don't fear failure.
There was a specific kind of childhood, and if you lived it, you could feel it from just hearing the words.
Toonami Midnight Run.
We weren't supposed to be awake. Our rooms were dark, the house was quiet. But while under the covers with our snacks and soda, the glow of that old CRT started to feel like a portal beaming on our faces. A secret world that only existed when everyone had fallen asleep. And the lineup? Gundam Wing, Rurouni Kenshin, Samurai Jack, FLCL, Tenchi Muyo, Outlaw Star. This wasn't cartoons before bed. This was mythology. This was being molded under the guise of anime marathons. Toonami wasn't just playing shows, it was curating a feeling. Those poetic monologues Tom would narrate over compelling clips, the deep, thoughtful lines about growth, struggle, becoming stronger. As a kid, lying in the dark, those speeches hit harder than any school lesson. It felt like the universe itself was talking to me through a robot floating in space. And I ate it up. Meanwhile, in reality, I was just a kid hiding under my blankets, trying not to wake my parents with the sound of sword fights and mecha explosions. There was something beautiful about those nights, though. Those characters, heroes facing impossible odds, wanderers trying to find themselves, warriors carrying quiet burdens. I didn't realize it then, but they were teaching me how to brave the world long before I ever needed the strength. Gundam Wing made politics and personal conviction feel epic. Kenshin taught quiet strength. FLCL showed the chaos of growing up in a way that somehow made sense, even when it didn't. Outlaw Star and Tenchi Muyo made adventure feel possible, even from a small bedroom with the volume at "Don't Wake Mom." And those Toonami bumpers, the ones where Tom spoke like he knew you personally, they always felt like a little midnight sermon. Tiny philosophies wrapped in AMV-style visuals. I didn't have the vocabulary for why they mattered, but something in those messages stuck. You're stronger than you think. Keep going. Every hero starts somewhere. It was cheesy, it was dramatic, and honestly, it was exactly what a lonely kid in the dark needed to hear. Looking back, I think that's what made Toonami special. It wasn't just what we watched, it was the ritual of it. Sneaking out of sleep, turning the volume down just low enough, hoping your parents didn't hear the Inuyasha intro song kick, letting fictional characters raise you a little while the moon watched you through your window. We grew up on stories about resilience, identity, growth, and connection, all delivered in that crisp blue and black aesthetic and narrated by a wise robot who was just drifting through space. On a side note, we also learned about style. I remember watching Mugen's sword fight breakdance to a sick hip-hop track. It had me spirited. What is this feeling? What is this feeling? Comment if Samurai Champloo had you bumping Nujabes long into your adulthood. They always had the hardest beats over the most emotional dialogue, and it changed my style for sure. And honestly, I don't think anything has hit quite the same since then. Because Toonami wasn't just a programming block, it was a feeling, a time, a quiet chapter in our lives when we learned who we were, from worlds bigger than ours. No matter what was going on in our small lives, we had someone reaching out and pulling us into safety, and sending us to sleep with comfort and hidden strength. And if you ever experienced those late night marathons, you know exactly what I mean. We may have grown up, but some of those lessons emerged from time to time, as if my eyes were still glowing with that light from the CRT, waiting for Tom to say something profound right before the next episode began. Once again, oh boy, oh jeez. Once again, if you had a favorite show on Toonami, what was it and what did it mean to you? Let us know down below. Besides that, I'll see you next time. Bye.